Okay, yes, please, please mind the warnings. Fine terms. I definitely read those and accepted them. Mm-hmm. This is beautiful. This is everything I've ever wanted. I am so excited. Okay, cake. Um, there we go. That's my name? Yeah? So excited. I'm going right for the Huntress. Love what they did to the theme. This is just so fun. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you'd nearly drowned. Probably did. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how long or how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. I remember nothing. What you do know is that, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. It's the seawater. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go? Man, I love this narrator already. Proceed. Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity if you catch a drift. Oh, eerie ocean. Wow, not now, ocean. Sorry, cake. May I continue? Of course, of course. Please go on. Okay, then, as I was... It's getting awkward, sorry. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Oh, yeah, that's not exactly lovely. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit. A stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Yeah, it's a little gross. I mean, that eyeball's really hanging out there. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. Pretty much like normal, I have zero thoughts. What am I gonna do? Dig up that face. Sure. This can't end badly. Brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. Ew, what is that? There's no body, just his head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on a rotting tongue or dead soul. Well, I'm gonna take that. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. This ocean is not as chill as I remember it being in, like, Moana. But I'll take the coin. Examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. Don't mind the barking. That is my lovely boy Cass. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, so you deposit it. At least I have pockets. Why, that's a nice coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now? On what? You know what? Why not? Hello there. I'm Dwight. Yes. And I'm Claudette. Yes! Dwight and Claudette. Oh, I'm so happy. We'll take that. Claudette quickly relieves you of your gold coin and tosses it to Dwight, who bites down on it like an old-timey prospector before handing it back to her. And this is for you. Aw, look at that. That's so pretty. I want one now. You take a sip, you find that it's incredible. Money well spent in your estimation. No idea where I am. No idea who I am. But we'll take a drink. Could somebody maybe design the next one of these dating sims to be all-inclusive? Really take some of the fun out of a fantasy vacation to be watching your wallet the entire time. We're gonna thank him. It's great. It's delicious. Aww. I'm so excited to see survivors in here. This really makes my day. Did someone just thank us? Go with it, Dwight. It's normal to be thanked for doing a good job. Trust me on this one. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation, as you feel something soft bump into your foot, said Crab. Oh no, it's a very beat-up volleyball. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please? Oh. You turn around. When you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. It's the Huntress! Oh, I could swoon. Look at her. I mean, yeah, okay, the Wraith's pretty cool. I really like the spirit's design in this, not gonna lie. And you can't go wrong with the Trapper, but like, the Huntress. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Look at her. Look at her, she's so beautiful. Oh. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Thank you, I was totally confused on where. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, that's just the energy they put out there. I mean, yeah, I was probably right. I mean, the Trapper's hands are all bloody. He's definitely at least a killer out of all 4 of them. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. Hell yeah. What do you do? I'm gonna toss it back. Grab that ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. And give the ball a toss. It arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. No complaints. Try hard much? Thanks. Thanks, Spirit. You're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. So that was a little awkward. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened? Worried? Excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. Trust me, I know exactly who they are. But at the same time, damn, they're looking very appealing in their own way. I mean, nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Cake. You were made for this. Thank you, Ocean. The spooky Ocean voice says not to be scared. I'm sure it's all gonna work out. Exactly. Hi, welcome in. Playing the dating sim. Enjoying it a lot. Going straight for the Huntress. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. Ooh. Seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. Oh, oops. Thanks. Derailed it, and I'm a nitwit. Thank you. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Yep, yeah. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. It's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. That is a good instinct to have. And don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Thank you. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? Okay, that I have no idea. You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was Wraith. That saw I mean he was done with the game too. Either that, or saw a butterfly or something. Wow. Cheesy. Look, I don't care why the slack-jawed moron is here. You know, it's really offensive. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? Preferably not. You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. I'll take not yet. I'll take it. You might want to, you know, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you, all of which I have 0 answers to. Answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz, and it will be very, very later. Oh god. Here we go. Alright. The whole game depends on this. Very important. or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. No. It's important. This is game-changing. How attractive would you say you are? Average? It's another face in the crowd. Another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. Facts. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. Yeah, that's kind of sweet. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Oh, God. It is invisibility. I'm not pandering to the Wraith. It's just what I would pick. Same. Although sometimes I think I already have. What was your best subject in school? Oh, God. History, even though I hate it. It's important to know what came before so that we are not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we will anyways, but still. What's your favorite animal? Ooh, definitely don't look at my dog over in the corner. Why is everyone looking at me? You think just because I'm the typical cute goth girl, I have some specific love of all things cats, and more specifically black cats? Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyway. I have a black cat, and he's adorable, and I love him. And technically my favorite animal is just a very large cat, so we'll move on. What's your favorite color? Red. It's true. I mean, the ring light right in front of me is blood red. Like, half the things I own are blood red. Some call it the cover of love, but love is just another word for pain. Okay, he is way too dramatic. What's your dream job? Not working at all. I don't dream of labor. It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Only she could turn laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. Ouch. Best flavor of ice cream, mint chocolate chip. Oh, it's not there. Horse flesh? What? My favorite flavor is pain. How creative. Same. Also same, I'm guessing. Oh, okay. Vanilla swirled with pain. Okay, very, very great. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself. But enough about ice cream, am I right? That's mine. I like mint chocolate chip. Hold on a second. This reminds me. I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pink mint chip. That was my choice anyway. Teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Oh, okay. What's the best flavor of ice cream? It is mint chip. It is objectively mint chip. I'm not pandering. It's not obedience. It's objectively true. Anywho, now that I know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to Trevor, pretty much run things around here. Smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. Would not pick richest, but alright. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Oof. But facts. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Yep. What's up? I don't like things. That's fair. Don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? I love her design, I really do. Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Fair enough. It's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it too much. Yeah. Oh, wait. I'm remembering Spirit Story now, and that's almost exactly what I meant. Yeah. Huntress, don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. I don't. Please spell it out for me. Grow up. Grow a body. Explain this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. Jeez. It's not nice. He's not nice. It's true. You love it. Only sometimes. You really? It was disgusting. I agree with Wraith. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. I agree. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. We're done playing this, do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat dock nearby. Of course the trapper has a yacht. Why wouldn't he have a yacht? I'll give everyone a taste of my true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. The way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. This game is getting all too real way too fast. Between Spirit and Wraith. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at right here. I'm tired. Besides, I hate being in the sun. Me too. Where do you want to go? Well, obviously I'm going to play volleyball because that's what the Huntress wants to do, and I'm here for her. Hate that I interrupted your game. You should finish it. Oh, don't mind me. Okay. Yay, I love to play outdoors. I also love to meet new people. You also love hatchets, don't you? I also love to bring them home to play. Sort of a big kid at heart. Obviously you are too. I like you already. Oh, I love the Huntress. Hate people who are too serious. They ruin everything. Well, they do if you don't handle them swiftly. She's so muscular. Oh my god, I love it. Hold on. For just one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. I have met them, and they are awesome. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, and every other. Oh, that is sad. They're the only help remaining on the island. I'm guessing their survivors died. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Yeah, sure. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. We worked here a long time. So very long, I don't actually know how long it's been. Thank you, Ent. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. You will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. I do what I want. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. Oh, okay. Alright. I'll try and be a little nice. Most you can do is help us get off this island. Dwight! Can't help you leave. Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator? Yes, something I can help you with. It feels weird voicing everything, but at the same time, I don't care. Those two, Claudette and Dwight. Did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? No, and I don't want to. Escape them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. Seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, that. Yes, it's true, he was. But it just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway. A couple miles south of here has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me. You wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. I am here for the Huntress. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly. When I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what'll it be? I already told you. We're playing volleyball, because that's what the Huntress wants to play. It's so exciting to have someone else into athletics on this island. I am not an athlete. I am a flirt. Spirit and Wraith are so boring and Trapper predictable, relying on brute strength to win games. He has no respect at all for grace and style. Thank goodness you didn't choose the yacht. What kind of a person wants to be a sitting duck in the middle of the open ocean? Just asking for a sneak attack from an elk. Sure. Elk in the middle of the ocean. Wondered how long it would take for her to bring up an elk attack. Game's starting up again. Make sure you're watching close. It's really something hot. Yeah. Elk don't swim. Live in the forest long enough and you'll see an elk swim. Believe you me. Cheer for me, cute stuff. Yes, I will cheer for you and you alone. Killers resume their place on the volleyball court. Resume the match they were playing before you arrived. Hey, fancy lemonade? I see you worked up a thirst eyeing those bouncy buns playing volleyball. Claudette hands lemonade. Ooh, so fresh, so tart. She leans in and whispers in your ear. Who would you bet on to win, Who's the MVP of your little heart? I've been saying it since I got here. The stream is titled What I'm Here For. You don't want any of these killers to hear you talking about them, or not talking about them if they're into that sort of thing. Just pick someone, please. It's not like we've got all day, night, week, month, lifetime, eternity thing. Dwight, you are a buzzkill. Who put sand in that guy's shorts? Okay, I think, it's the Huntress, for sure. Oh shoot, Huntress overheard you. Yes, both of them. Both eyes. If I had more, they'd be on you too. Flatter you think I'm good, but honestly I'm a little annoyed that I've been so flashy with my moves. Usually I'm so sneaky that you can barely see me at all. Huntress is totally kicking my butt. Correct answer. I'm allowed to support the other people on this island, right? Oh geez, no idea what the rules are here. Are there even rules? I should have stayed in my secret Larry. My secret Larry. Your secret Larry? It's a tie. Can there be a tie in volleyball? No one knows, since this is everyone's first time playing. I can tell you, I know the rules of volleyball. These killers don't usually have time for team sports amid their busy schedule of brutally tearing survivors to shreds. Hey, is Claudette crying? Are you okay? Probably just shedding a tear for her lost fellow survivors. You know, this resort had four employees when it opened. Oof. Was it one of their heads I found in the sand? It's nothing, I'm totally fine. Whatever you say, boss. Oh look, the killers have dispersed and are all cooling down in their own way. Spirit is reading a novel. Chopper is stretching sensually in between chainsaw curls. Wraith is standing on the beach desperately hoping that the sand will swallow him up. Yep. And Huntress is doing some target practice with her bloodied hatchet. You know, I was actually doing that, like legit. I was throwing axes 2 days ago. So, it was an omen. It was a prediction. Feel a nudge. Dwight is looking at you expectantly. You should really make a move. Life is short. You get snuffed out at any time of day. Carpe diem. Carpe PM. Carpe nowem. Go ahead. Chat one of them up. So which killers caught your eye? I already answered this. Head over to Huntress. After all, this whole sporty hangout thing was her idea. Might as well see how she's doing. Really great out there. Where'd you learn to move like that? The forest. Whose moves? My moves? These moves? They're nothing. Oh my gosh, I love her. Huntress blushes a bit from beneath her mask. It's cute on cute, if you ask me. Sometimes you gotta look past some bloodstains. I have been. What bloodstains? A lot of men have run for their lives in my presence. You really learn a lot about what the human body is capable of in those types of scenarios. Love to exercise. In a way, we're all running for our lives when we keep in shape. Guess I've never thought of fitness that way. I definitely hadn't. Maybe it's time to start. You never know who's coming for you. Through the brush, as fast as they can, propelled forward by hunger, desperation, just plain old boredom. Doesn't seem like boredom is going to be your problem, surrounded by all these characters. Survival, on the other hand, is secondary. Going to need to compensate for your lack of the killer instinct. What's your style? Grit. Not strong, but I'm tough, sure. Like, chewy? No. Should not seem to know what you mean. That's okay. Like, ready for anything, to do whatever it takes to survive. By any means necessary. Sure, like hold your enemy's head down in the river until the shouting stops and the rushing water takes his life away with it. Exactly. Maybe not anything, but I'm ready for a lot of things. Get ready to impress, because we're just getting started. Heck yeah. The fun and games can't be over already. I get it, I get it. Volleyball? Not ruthless enough. Look at us. We crave action, we crave excitement, we crave the thrill of the hunt. It's time to see if our friend here has the hunter's instinct. Saw you surveying me like prey on the volleyball court cake. Huntress waves a bloody axe in the air and you step back nervously. Before you realize she's not waving it at you, she's handing it to you. Don't worry, I've got several of these. It's important to hone your skills, especially when you're in a new place where threats may lurk around every corner. You need to make sure that you are the biggest threat of all. Just don't aim those things at me. You can't even see me. Minigames consist of 2 parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. On the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at, so it's a skill check. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. So like the circle portion? You ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? I'm ready. I got this. Away we go. Show them what you got. Perfect. Heck yeah. Oh, shoot. Not bad. Oh, this is getting faster and faster. Holy moly. Oh, shoot. And I missed. But, like, I did good? Oh my gosh, I did good. I missed her. Keeping score. For the record, I am. You got 5 points. I'll take it. Hatchet throwing? Cool, I guess. I like my stabbing to be a bit more up close and personal. Somewhere a loud horn blows and the survivors snap into action. Time's up. You heard him. Get to the next activity! Oh, okay. I guess we're moving on. The next activity is meal time. How quaint. What is that noise? Okay, I do think those are like wolves, canines, something. Interesting. Expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. Arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. Were you expecting some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. Cool. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat. There's very limited seating directly around you. And oh great, terrific. Seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to the Trapper. That is very fair. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Trickster? Oh my gosh, Trickster's here! Surprise? Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, they don't call him Expectedster? I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds. Killers. My whole shtick gets a little flustered. I didn't know the Trickster was in this game at all. That's great. This is great. I love this. I love that the Trickster is here. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Oh, I love how buff the Huntress is. Can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. Probably think it was an error, but it's not. It's completely intentional. And the Trickster just taking up the middle of the screen. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Alright. Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side. The rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a space. Love and hate. You need both for proper seasoning. Hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. I hope it's not poisoned. Didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. I get it. It's KFC, isn't it? Meat is good. Meat is good. Meat is murder? Which, you know, considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? Just sharing facts. You'd murder something to eat its meat, so that's, like, technically true. I guess. Technically true is the best kind of true. Yeah, I agree with the Huntress. Let's just get to eating. Think what I'm thinking? There's gonna be a person on that spit, right? There's several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? You look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. Oh gosh, I'm turning into a cannibal. Not the cannibal, just a cannibal. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours, and we do literally everything on this island. You should have picked something simpler, like mac and cheese, man. Something you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Oh, he's right for a change, because I am with my broad axe. It's a perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, twain, Huntress. Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. You are. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. Two in your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. I'm still siding with Huntress this time. Spirit's next. Spirit will be next. The hell is this? I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please stop. Please. I hate when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azarov. Great, instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Cake? No, this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean dinner. Oh my god, we're eating Felix. Otherwise this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapon for 72 hours straight. I expected nothing less. It doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason, they're always terrified of tetanus. You know, me too. I feel that. Why don't you just let me carve up Felix? Or dinner. Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Oh. Okay, so this is how I'm cutting up dinner, huh? I really don't need repeats every time. Can I let it go around, like, multiple times? Okay, that one was good. Oh, I missed. Okay. At least now I know I can, like, go. Worried when I was first doing it that I had to... Oh, hey. Oh, no worries. It's going good. I am slowly wooing the Huntress. I'm just carving up Felix. Dinner. Getting some hella good minigames. That's pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb, and now I'm offended. Because I have a machete tattooed on my leg. I am dating the Huntress. I know I told you a few times, and I apologize for that. But have you seen her muscles? It's just, she is perfect. Dinner is finally served. And as you see, we're joined with Claudette and Dwight, the only two survivors on the island. For real. This sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Yeah, I think it's really fun. I'm enjoying this a lot. There's a lot of death, which is not surprising. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, oh yeah, and the ocean is like a creepy little voice friend as well. Right here! Oh, that was perfect timing. I'm just so good at this. We're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Oh yeah, and the trickster is here too. Somewhere. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? Two best things about being dead is not having to eat. It's only one thing. Think about it, Cake. Number 2. There's no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. That is a good point. Yeah. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. Might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. It'll just, like, fall through, like, all the cuts on the side, I'm sure. See how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Probably not. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. I'm pretty sure I've had worse, and it's called Thanksgiving with family sometimes. Even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. And here I go, becoming a cannibal. Oh, Lord. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? Yeah, right? They're all so good. I love the Huntress. She is just the buffest, most gorgeous person on this whole screen. We're just gonna apologize, because that's what I'm good at. Actually, it's not the company. I'm just super self-conscious how I look when I eat, which is partially facts. It's just pretending to be grossed out by dinner, so I didn't have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. Sorry if that made things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, watching people eat is gross, but try to relax and not worry what everyone thinks. So important to always remember people are watching you, judging you, definitely not ignoring you. Right, guys? Is anyone listening to me? It's the Wraith. I really, like, relate to the Wraith in capacities, but at the same time, he's a bit of a buzzkill. Typically a group that got more cannibals staring at you with meat juice dripping from their chins would be quite scary. However, right now, you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared and run away. I'm a narrator, not a physician, so please don't take this as medical advice, but I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. So, that does feel a little true. Hey, your friend, mentor, and guide, narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about the characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. I am here to date the Huntress. That is my only purpose in life. I have said this so many times. No one can tell you. Not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Expulsion. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? Oh, the pain of that sits so well. Yeah, I have fast forwarded through so many visual novels so quickly just because I wanted all the paths. This place holds many secrets, even from itself, but the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? I know I'm here. Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. Gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Oh, so foreshadowy. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked. Some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. I only pick choices that I think the Huntress will like. The narrator's meh. You get to find Huntress holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water in your mouth. Oh good, you're okay. Sometimes when I try and care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when I started. I am way more alive, thank you. It should be a total bummer if that happened to you. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, healthy person around. Usually I'm just falling into the same old routine of smashing everyone's head open with a hatchet before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you're not nearly as scared, or too busy writhing in pain to see me for me. Exactly. I see all of you. Feel nervous in her arms, not just because they're maybe crushing you a little bit, but because she's beautiful. Facts. I was just gonna narrate that fact, not, say it out loud as a single word like some, you know what, thanks. Beautiful mask. Your bunny mask is quite gorgeous. I love the little blood on the eye portions. Nice recovery, but now that you're awake and talking, you gotta keep this up. Did you make it yourself? First person to ever ask me that. Yes, I did. It's very impressive. Right? The bloody mask. The blood adds so much character. Seems so quirky and cool. You can do anything. Own an Etsy store. Be a doctor. Why is it that you kill people? Huntress sighs. You can practically see the memories flickering across her eyes. But she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. It's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right. Even through the mask, you can see that Huntress is blushing a bit. Seems like your line of questioning has made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much at dinner. Want a snack? She offers you some jerky. Probably human jerky, but her spice game is on point because it smells pretty damn good. I will eat it. Because otherwise I will faint again. Take it. When on Murder's Island, you might as well eat as the killers do. Plus you really are hungry. And you can chow down on jerky sensually, right? No. You really can't. There is no sensual way to eat beef jerky, or human jerky, or any jerky. After a moment of quiet chewing on what you choose to believe is not human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question. Have you ever been in a relationship before? Just coming right out the gate, it's hard, Dang, you're really going there? You do not play around, Cake. Apparently I don't. Huntress takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say, it's quite amusing to see this hulking bombshell get all twisted up with these personal questions. Kudos. Yeah, I'm good at this. There was this one deer that looked at me quite provocatively in a clearing once, but that doesn't count, does it? No. Hear the faintest giggles bubble out from behind Huntress's mask. You're so cute, Huntress. No, it doesn't count. That's really cute. It's also really weird, but we're gonna stick with the cute portion. What's this? You found something in the sand. Huntress reaches down to pick it up. It's a hair clip, probably left by some little girl who was playing on the beach long ago who is definitely still alive and not at all dead. I wish. Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip. Seems like she's a little mixed up on how exactly this particular item works. Should you go with the flow or show off some of your knowledge of advanced human being? Humaning. Let's go with the flow. I don't really care. Huntress is admittedly a little scary. It might be best not to correct her at this moment. What if she gets upset? She'd probably kill you with nothing more than this very clip itself wielded as a blade in her nimble fingers. And I would have very few complaints about that. It's not because I'm scared of her. I just feel like that's the better option, is to just go with the flow. But honestly, would she even need the clip? Certainly her bare hands are enough to get the job done. You take a gulp thinking about just how fragile your puny little neck is. Also, between the fainting, human jerky, and the probably dead girl's hair clip, you're feeling ready to get back to the group and have a lie down. Good thinking. Wouldn't want that jerky to dry out. I hate to break this to you, but never mind. Okay. It's just things are really heating up. You hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new dangers popped up on this strange island. I'm guessing I made the wrong choice, but we'll see how it plays out. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. Says who? Strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. I can do both. Playing sick? No, no time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Okay, alright, we're going. We are going. I really love the backgrounds. These are really fun. Once everyone is gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, we're not going to say who, so don't worry you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. It's the trapper. It's his ego going to his mind. It's just thrown off the whole night. We find on time for evening activities, and we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? Storytime is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. Telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh great, we've decided as a group. It never goes well. I'm picking the Huntress. This will go totally well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you. But you embrace your fate. Sorry everyone, I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. Guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Just being unconscious, you know. Been there before. Even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true, it's really fair to pick on the newbie. Seriously, has anything ever happened on schedule? Even once? Damn it, Donald. If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on. You too know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. Yeah. What are names, man? I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so... Kate, who do you think you should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody quickly. You all know who I'm picking. It's not a choice anymore. It was never a choice to begin with. I choose you, Huntress. Like she's a Pokemon. This entire experience being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? Huntress steps up to tell her story. The campfire flickers in her faraway eyes. There's a village outside the deep and ominous redwood. No child dared step foot past the threshold of thick trees and brush that separated safety from the unknown. Grown men that ventured in often would never return, and the sounds that echoed out into the village were something inhuman. The women of the town told a story to the young children, hoping that it would be enough to dissuade them from curious exploration beyond the boundaries of the village. They told of a creature that lurks in the woods, half woman, half beast, singing like a siren, haunting, beautiful, her voice the last relic of her humanity. It lulls all who hear into her domain, and not precocious child, nor fierce soldier can escape once you are in her clutches. Those who have seen her say she wears a mask of hair, stained with the blood of so many poor souls. The hatchet she wields has been brought down brutally on the skull of many an unsuspecting hunter. The nightmare doesn't end there, for it's a hungry beast to do in the frigid winters with nothing but hunter meat to live off of. It is said that the Huntress, as the villagers called her, couldn't bring herself to kill the young girls she came across in the forest. Instead, they'd suffer an even worse fate. Long for a child of her own, she'd bring them back to her secluded cabin to keep them safe. She'd wrap a tight cord of rope around their necks and affix them to the wall. That way, they'd be warm. That way, they'd be out of harm's way. The Huntress would even bring the girls presents, toys she'd pilfered from other parties, masks she'd fashioned out of things from the cottage, and little dolls made of grass and twigs. But these toys did nothing to quell the children's fear. Within days, the girls would waste away from starvation and dehydration. For all her good intentions, the Huntress had never learned how to care for a human child. Oh, she's crying. See a tear creep down from underneath Huntress's mask. Suddenly, the most beautiful singing voice you've ever heard fills the air. I'm not singing this, sorry. Sleep, my darling, anyone, tucked within your bed so tight, else the old grey wolf will come and grab you by your side. It's a brief moment of silence. You can feel the need to contribute to this stirring moment. Oh, I don't want to contribute. Oh, Lord, decisions, man. All right, I need help here. Dreams, what should I pick? Help. Help me woo the Huntress. I'm thinking a slow clap, but I'm not sure. I don't... Sing? Okay, this could be terrible. This could be terrible, but we'll try it. If I die, you helped me. Snatch you up between his teeth, if on the bed's edge you sleep, and drag you to the forest deep beneath the quaking tree. Oh my god, you saved me! I was expecting this to turn out horribly, like Cake doesn't have a great singing voice and just ruin the entire moment, because that's how it usually goes. So, but nah, you saved me entirely. Thanks, bro. I just can't believe you know this song. You share an intimate glance across the campfire. So close your eyes and fall asleep. Count the little woolly sheep. Tucked so tightly you must keep, or he will come for you. The song ends and you are both met with silence around the campfire. Love that song. Bayushka? The old Soviet lullaby, right? It's a song my mother used to sing to me before bed every night. Aww. The memories there so much. Aww. We decide it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Of course she'd appreciate your singing. It's clear that she's musically inclined. Yeah, see, but that's the problem, is the more musically inclined you are, I feel like the more likely you are to notice sour notes. Okay, I'm musically inclined and I can tell when people are tone deaf, and I am 90% sure I am tone deaf on everything but an instrument. Yeah, that's why I was like, oh lord. That's definitely happened in a dating sim I've played before, where there was an option to sing to a musician and it did not go well. There's two. It's happened in 2 dating sims. 2. That's why I'm a little hesitant. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. It's nice. A moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up. He's blaring his latest song. Oh god. I love Trickster, but come on, man. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. He's designed so well. But at the same time, I am here for the Huntress. The ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Huntress approaches you. Of course you liked my story. Who wouldn't? Not everything. Cute kids, dead men, a huntress. Exactly my favorite kind of stories. I find that all stories are better with the sound of a burning fire filling the air around you. All the smoke, however, I could do without. I'd rather eat barbecue than smell like it. Let's rinse off all that campfire with a dip in the hot tub, shall we? Yes. We've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her, an offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. I really don't care about what my actual purpose is, because the only purpose I have is her. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion can handle it. Before you run off, I wanted to make something clear. You know that half-woman, half-beast I was talking about in my story? It's me. I'm her. I could tell. Let's try and play it cool. It's really awesome. Thanks for being vulnerable and telling such a personal story. Yes! Faux shyly twirls her hair. Tell the truth. What did you think of my tale? Sort of the makings of a best-selling author, such as the comic mastermind Dostoevsky. Comedic mastermind. I would not call Dostoevsky comedic. Not at all. Crime and Punishment is not comedic. But I have read Dostoevsky, so that's really... we're connecting. It's really a well-told narrative. Clear beginning, middle, and end. Riveted from the start. Plus the woman in the forest. I mean, you are clearly not a true villain. You were just a traumatized child. Okay, now you're being a suck-up. Huntress's eyes leer at you from beneath her mask. She's had her time in the spotlight and is playing coy now. No, I don't want to call her out. That sounds awful. But being awkward also sounds awful. We'll be awkward. I'll just be awkward. Why are you laughing? I can't help it when I'm both about to die and also maybe falling in love. How awkward this intimidating woman seems right now. It's actually pretty endearing. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly despite your steamy company. It's a little chilly and your bare shoulders must be freezing. Let's head back to the fire and put me to bed, eh? Hate to intrude on whatever smooth moves were about to unveil themselves. There were none. Thank you for saving me, thank God. It's time for bed. Usually nighttime is when I do my best hunting. But after a day like today, even I'm pretty tuckered out. Will I see you tomorrow? Duh. Only if I don't see you first. Make a cute little bow hunting motion. Huntress catches the imaginary arrow you shoot in her teeth and then bites down hard, snapping it in half. At least you think that's what she's doing. It's kind of hard to tell. It's romantic. Good night, my little snack. Aw. I'm sure that wasn't a reference to actually eating you. I don't think I'd complain either way. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Huntress's story of the half-human beasts that abducted all those innocent children. An attempt to save them that led to their doom. Are you a mistaken prisoner here on this island? Is this your salvation? Or will it be your demise? Definitely salvation. Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar, creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. Must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable or die trying. Hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps the music will put you to ease? Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types who want to rob of their beauty sleep. Yeah, no. Oh, more minigames. Alright. They don't need to... Oh. I take it back. They do need to explain to me every time. Special minigame. Perfect for the less coordinated because there is no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. Suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. We're ready. I don't know what this minigame is, but... Radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. Let's go with 90, I guess. Are we actually listening to what's on the station? Let's listen a little longer. That was great. I did so well. Okay, alright. These are some good stations. I'll take this one. This one looks good. Okay, I feel like if I listen all night, though, the others are going to come and kill me. So we're going to turn it off. So I'd ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Would you like to summon to your side? Oh, who would you like to summon to your side? Duh. It's not a question. You around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Huntress appears in an instant. You really didn't hear her coming. She's more than happy to tell you her secret for falling asleep, and she's feeling restless. Oh, how lovely. If the Soviet lullaby doesn't work, the special mushroom tea has always done the trick. And I'm not coating the blade of my hatchet in it to ease the pain of my victims. I'm steaming it in a piping hot mug of water. Try it. Oh, okay. This does sound mildly deadly, but who am I to refuse? Finally start to feel sleepy, except Maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. Your eyes open. Darkness overtakes you. Dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. Shouldn't still be as spooky. By now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. This one's undeniably really worked up a sweat watching those killers. I can't. I would never refuse her. Would it have hurt so much to go splash around in some cool ocean waves afterwards? I'm just saying, I'm out here, you know. I'm not here for you, ocean. So you wake suddenly, see someone looming over you. Trapper sitting beside you, sketching a portrait. Oh, you're awake. I don't like this turn of events. I saw you with the Huntress right before bedtime. You should know, they're not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy. And as you said earlier, incredibly rich and handsome and blah blah blah. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. Thank you for the warning. Since I'm here, I'd like to share 2 things with you. 1, I do not take rejection well. Never would have guessed that. Never in a million years would have thought that the Trapper doesn't take rejection well. 2, the first thing is very important to remember. Cool, so you could have only said it once, and I still would have gotten the message. Yeah, I'm gonna have the Trapper, I'm saving the Trapper for last. In reality, he's I want to date the least, so he's going last. Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing stink lines raining out of me, are you? Still, Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of the scum live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if I bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. I will not be choosing you. I would apologize, but I really don't feel like it. And if I don't pick you, remember what I said earlier, or it might be the last thing you ever forget. Man, if this leads to a head-to-head between Trapper and the Huntress, this could be interesting. But hey, you look tired. Get some sleep. Rest, sleep, maybe even sleep well if you can. Let's try not to roll over to the about 15 feet to your left. Finally alone. For real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. I'm sure I'm fine. So why would I get poisoned on this island with strangely attractive killers? Wait a second, where are we? This isn't... Oh geez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessional. No! Where all the contestants talk directly to camera. Oh lord. I think today went really well. Those are some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do you think of the newcomer? Do I have to say, oh, I do? Okay. Attractive, mysterious. Wow. Mildly decent with an axe. Really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my sarafan. That being said, the other 3 should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time, major buzzkill, and Trapper. Oof, where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Ooh, going right for the kill on that one. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think I love the sparkles. I might be missing out on a huge part of this thing called life. This is weird. I don't have to kill this person, but if anyone else wants to, I don't care enough to stop them. Might have to just kill Dwight to feel anything again. Not really sure how to feel about Cake. On one hand, everyone I've ever cared about has met an awful fate. This is probably good for Cake if they just keep ignoring me. That I will do for at least 2 more playthroughs. On the other hand, there's something about them that maybe could work out for my plan, or for me. Have you ever felt... Wraith is pretty cool. Yeah, my order is Huntress, Spirit, and then Trapper. Have you ever felt absolutely nothing inside? It's fine. Oh, okay. Hey, I'm still alive. 1 day complete. You open your eyes. The sun is shining, there's then a cloud in the sky, and you feel great. Totally well rested after that poison concoction Huntress lovingly gave me. Not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? No idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Thank you. That is not the first time I have been called that. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? Yeah, they do. Talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Oh, coffee. I'm sorry. Every time he pops up, I just can't help but laugh. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Oh, totally not an ominous cloud of skull. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everybody knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck today. Today is an important one. I can read. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. It's definitely safe, right? Budgeting issues. Maybe we'll get a Trickster DLC in the future. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the never mind, he left. Apparently there's another island a few yards away, or like a few miles away, that's like rich and extravagant. Don't know why I'm not on that one, but at least he brought me a cup of death. No, wait, don't drink that. The hell is that, huh? They don't call him Trickster, he's good on a skateboard. I don't know why I find that so funny. That one's a good one. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. It was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. Skater boy. Said see you later, boy. It's supposed to be a tropical paradise. The type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to. Not an internal prison of pain, at least on the surface. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, looking out for you. So can we please move on? Please. Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? It's not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. Oof. I need no recognition. I am the ocean. I dominate the land. Kind of the opposite. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Alright. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. I'm giving it a solid 10 out of 10 so far. Truly judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are some small bugs or inconsistencies. That's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. Indeed, it is. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. I don't even think it was coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. Now who's late? They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make great points. Sure, they make great points. I agree. Can we please move on? Yes. Of course. Apologies, Cake. Those few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Oh yeah, it's been great. Yes, I'm not suspicious. There's an oh no option. Either way, lovely time. Oh, lovely. We love to hear that, because isn't that what this place is all about? Finding love? Exactly. No. Shut up, Dwight. Get us all killed again and again and again. Yeah, Dwight, shut up. Do need to ask you one more question, though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? Sure, yeah. No questions, I'll do it. Yes, I hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract stating that I, Cake, will never say anything negative about my stay here on the island, even if it leads to my untimely and early death. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes! Cake, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review. We all know that nobody reviews of our games or resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette. You know, behavior... I'm just gonna pause for a second. Behavior takes a lot of negative feedback, so that's really funny. Gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can mean only one thing. Breakfast. Thank you, ominous ocean. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon, and so much for maintaining these beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. I want pancakes. Take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It's like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It's like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Chopper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. We weren't. Yeah. Can't imagine you can make me any angrier today than you did yesterday. But I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated. Anyone seen where I left my cleaver? Just kidding, I always know where my cleaver is. Oh, you. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. This one I'm here for. I feel a stirring inside my animal heart. Something I've never felt before. It's almost like the feeling right before I go in for the kill, but softer, warmer. Sounds like it could be love, or maybe just indigestion from all that raw beef she had last night. Oh, well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast, too, and just like that, here comes Spirit. Lovely. If I look especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well. As you know, I'm much too dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again, but because you all really left me alone yesterday to be my best, not constantly annoyed self, and I thank you for that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all while looking cute doing so. I love Spirit. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. Glad the introduction of Cake to our island paradise, and yeah, that was in quotations, didn't distract me from my normal routine, ignoring all of you and vice versa. This place is an eternal prison of suspicion and suffering and no one cares. I'm still the only one asking any questions. I'm asking a question too. It's, when will Wraith shut up? Oh, burn. No. They're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? This is more talking than I do to my own coworkers, okay? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see y'all soon. Bye. Damn, what a power play. Keep them wanting more. Getting good at this game, the sexy true-to-life experience. Oh yeah. Can't you just see the glorious ocean waves behind me? Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. Yeah, I'll just pass out from hunger again. And Dwight worked that into the schedule. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Yeah, that's a really short way. Before you get there, something catches your attention. Hear that? Who are you addressing, me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these fine fours. Feels like the person I'm getting to the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick it in there. A little more. A little more. Oh yeah, that's it. Yes. I don't know what's going on here. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, it feels right. I'm sure I should be reading this in a much different tone of voice, but we're gonna just stick with the narration. This is uncomfortable. I want you to take that and put it right... Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that? Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea those two even do, whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Huh. Oh wow! Look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it! Oh, come on, a little privacy, please. Is panting and Claudette has a crazy look in her eyes. Sorry, didn't know how else to let you know I was here, and that I could hear you. Well, you know. Know what? What do you think we were doing? You're doing? I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun? Think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Yeah. Yeah, I do, actually. Get 5 minutes to ourselves every day. When you spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. Come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from. And I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? That's a good point. It does make sense. Do you actually think we were me and him? Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. I love how she just keeps laughing. My life is a nightmare, yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Cake. You're gonna need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. It's both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmagy. You heard it here first, folks. Cragmagy. Shut up. I like it. Anyway, where are we? Oh, yeah. Heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far, today has been exhausting too, and I expected nothing less. We're dedicated to achieving a true, centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today you're on a date with you. Hopefully not for long. I don't like that company. I would prefer to be with the Huntress. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? Clearly you. Aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped, like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. There's no tree at all, it's... Hey babe. Oh god, he's back. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone is getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Is some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kind of lazy. Whatever though. Breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon. Or after 4 p.m. No. You only give yourself, like, a 4-hour window to eat. You need to eat at least 3 times a day, man. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You seen my abs, by the way? No. Where are they? Can't tell on my screen. Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I could give you a private show. Get you around. Why are you so angry? His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius idea. Design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything, and we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the 4th wall every 5 seconds. Okay, so they get to do it, but I don't get to smash the 4th wall? Okay, now that that guy is gone, we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by. It's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. If it's the Huntress, I don't want to be let alone. Ah, yeah. Makes sense now. You two have gotten pretty cozy. I would hope so. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one would be able to hunt us. I mean, hear us there. Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately a flood of worry floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic, bring your swimsuit, a pocket knife? Decide to bring as much as you can. You may have had to make a run for it at some point, and you should be prepared. The fact that I remember none of my life, but I have, like, actual belongings is kind of weird. But of course, you washed up on this island with nothing. Okay, they did fix it. Never mind. I'm jumping the gun on the criticism. With nothing but the clothes on your backs, you've got nothing to gather. Are you really ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Hugstress. You look up at this towering goddess, trying to form a sentence when suddenly, before you can decide if you want to go off with her, the tapper, he's a tap dancer now. Trapper interjects. I demand that you reconsider. Why settle for a bunny with a hatchet when you can have everything you ever wanted? You're misunderstanding that the bunny with a hatchet is everything I've ever wanted. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. So it's good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers. You know what they say, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. and then die a horrible, wrenching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. It's my favorite life saying. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So who will it be? Who else would it be? I gotta go with Huntress. She's so excited. She's so excited. I love this. Alright, you and Huntress make your way to the secluded beach house. I love all the blood on the ground. It really adds to the atmosphere. Your heart thrums in your chest. Don't look it up. Thrums is a real word, I swear. Are these nerves of excitement or terror? Isn't it fun to mix the sexy and the horrifying? She's as quiet as a mouse as she guides you through the island forest. You struggle to keep up with her. She moves like a jungle cat, all and silent leaps across thorny brush. She halts suddenly and you crash into her, having been desperately trying to keep up. You follow her gaze and realize that you've arrived. Cabin in the woods, obligatory in nearly all horror films and stories, and you've come here willingly with a fearsome killer. Great job. I know. I'm really here to have a great time, you know. Cabin is cozy, but something seems off about it. You can't quite put your finger on what it is. Huntress stares at you through her bunny mask, cocking her head to the side as if trying to gauge your reflection to her hideaway. You going to invite me inside? Why do you need an invitation? Are you a vampire? Oh, don't call me out like that. No? Oh. It's just me, or did Huntress seem a little disappointed? Didn't peg her for a lover of the Fang, but hey, I don't judge. I gotta lie to keep up appearances, you know? Come in, let's explore. Follow her inside. It's creepy, rickety, and definitely not up to code, but it has a certain homey charm. I want to look at stuff. There's a nice little rubber duck up here. Yeah. I like the paper boat. Nothing. Okay, there's the hatchet. There's the hatchet. I'm like, nothing seems deadly in here. What is going on? There it is. It's the hatchets. Okay. Quite the decorator. She blushes. Indeed she is. A chandelier made of bones hangs delicately from the foyer ceiling, and a collection of trinkets lights the mantel. Something tells you that the people who once owned these things are not of this mortal coil anymore. Could you be Huntress's next victim? No. I'm her date. The thought gives you a wicked thrill. Hey, she's looking at you again. And there's Cass again. It'll be... give me just a second. You might need to go outside. We'll be right back. And we're back. He is a good boy, so all is well. Alright, where were we? What do you think of my collection? I could learn to like this. We'll go with it so much. Oh, I didn't want that to come out that way. I thought it was going to be impressive. You a hoarder? Why do you need so many watches and umbrellas? Someone's reading glasses? They probably missed them. And keys? Goodness, the keys. Bit much, isn't it? Oh. Okay, never mind. She's happy by this. Alright, I know what I'm doing. I'm smooth. Huntress lights up. She's excited that you know what all of these random things are called. I so very badly wanted to know why humans carry around so many peculiar accoutrements. It is a bit much, which means I've got plenty to share. Here, take this. Oh, a key. Thought she was going to end you. I was too. I thought she was going to be so mad that I insulted her collection. That got really close there. She's giving you one of her precious shiny objects to keep. No one's going to talk about how Huntress doesn't know what a key is, but does know the word accoutrement. Okay, moving on then. Can't wait to go treasure hunting with you. We could find so many more goodies on the island. But first, what do you think of the other killers on the island? I mean, Trickster's pretty out there, but everyone else seems like they have interesting backstories and whatnot. A little gossip, huh? What are you playing at, Cake? Huntress considers this for a beat. She does not look happy. She seems to have two modes, thoughtful and explosive. You hope to never be in the splash zone when the explosive part emerges. Why? Are you jealous? Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the termite-infested floor and falls into your arms. You are not mad about it, but before you have time to enjoy taking the moment in. Crabs? Why would you interrupt this moment? I was holding the Huntress. Horde of killer crabs invade through the crevices in the poorly constructed cabin. Oh no. Right? They race at you and Huntress in swarms, clacking their razor-sharp claws at you. You must act quickly. What will you do? Grab a shashka. Quickly reach out and grab a shashka off the wall. Being the highly educated person that you definitely are, you know that a shashka is a sword, not an umbrella or a can of cola or something like that. Yeah, I knew what that was all along. Back to back with Huntress, you both hack away at the attacking crustaceans. This is so romantic. Managed to slay the majority of killer crabs. The ones you miss go scurrying away back into their hidey holes. Huntress turns to you with a gaze that's passion and intrigue. However, before it bubbles over, she looks away, suppressing this feeling. Is she nervous? Huntress sits down on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off her hatchet. It's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy to not be the source of what she's wiping off. It's like we're having crab for dinner. She doesn't smile at your joke. She has a ponderous look on her face again. You join her on the couch. Man, sometimes those near-death experiences really get me thinking about what I want in life. I think I'd really like to start a family one day. How about you? Yeah, sure. I have a family already right now. It's called My Dog and My Cat. Of course, I love kids. Love to be a parent one day. Huntress smiles. And yes, this selection is me pandering, and only pandering because it's the Huntress. I loved my dear mother so much. I can't wait to have that sort of special relationship with my daughter one day. Teach her everything I know. And I won't be killed by some horrible elk. She's adorable. I love her so much. I was so excited for this to come out. She's so buff. Not over it. We'll never be over it. What were you like as a kid? You try to imagine this giantess as a meek child in a puffer coat wandering about the forest. Huntress chuckles, her laugh quite cute and soft. Oh, so innocent. We hunted to survive, then went back to the cottage, and Mother would tell me stories, and we'd drink tea, and imagine a life far away from the woods. Somewhere like this. Suppose I finally achieved what she always wanted from me. But since coming here, something feels off. It's beautiful and warm, and everyone is so attractive, like thirst traps galore, right? But don't you get the feeling that something is coming for us? Oh no, she's onto you. But onto you about what? Swirling memories rush through your head. Nightmares, visions of a dark cloud, Claudette and Dwight's vacant stares that belie some sort of hypnosis. Quick, validate her theory or try to push it off. Totally. Someone's coming to kill us, that's right. I think you're onto something. What do you know? How long have you all been here? Do you remember anything at all about why we might be here? I've been having these dreams, seeing things. I think we're all serving some greater purpose here. Huntress reveals a strange object that she stole from near the stage where Trickster performs. It has some strange symbol on it. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Truthfully, it doesn't seem that strange to you. It's just a glass bottle. However, the label is interesting. She hands it over to you, but before she can explain her theory, Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt. How did you get in here? We have a dramatic announcement, but he needs to back at the beach. Boo. I was having a lovely time. You arrive at the beach and realize you were set up. There's no big announcement after all. All you have here is good old-fashioned rivalry. It's true. Exactly like that voice we cannot hear and certainly aren't referencing says. You're forced to interrupt your lovely date by another killer. They are here and ready to make you an offer of love you won't be able to deny. Is it Trapper? Yep. Is he in slow motion? It's pure thirst. Paul Newman on horseback. He's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manly manliness brought to life. This would work if only I weren't a lesbian. Also, was he holding his breath under there this whole time waiting for his cue? That's commitment to a bit if I've ever seen it. Heard you've spent the day in a quaint cottage. It's cute. How about a quaint mansion? Better yet, how about one on each continent? Yeah, I'm including Antarctica. I'm really, really rich. Think of how cozy we can get there in a snowy 10-bedroom chateau. One of those pools that is half indoor, half outdoor, but nice and warm throughout. That way you can kill a mama polar bear from the outside while watching her cubs cry over her body from the inside. Oh my god. I mean, if that's your hobby, sure, but polar bears are kind of endangered. Couldn't you do those to a different kind of bear? Oh, Trapper's the real deal. And by real, I do mean really, and by deal, I mean evil. Plus, you really want to hunt for your food for the rest of your life? With me, you get it both ways, savagery and someone to clean up after you. Sounds nice, huh? No. As if. That life isn't for me, bro. Ooh, yeah. I'm very impressed you can speak with implied quotation marks. Very cool. This guy is a total douche nozzle. Try hard much? He's like the century Pacific Northwest version of a Wall Street bro. Trust me, it tracks. That was a lot of lingo in such a short span of time. Patrick Bateman with a huge chip on his shoulder. You wouldn't go with him if he were brandishing a cleaver at you. Oh shit, he is! And Cass wants attention, but I'm sorry, I am distracted by the lovely Huntress before me. Give in to the anger. Oh god, this is gonna get me killed, but I'm gonna do it. How dare you? You think you could come in here and ruin my date with Huntress? Oh, Lord. Fighting him is a terrible idea. I will lose 1%. Oh, God. But I want to. I want to fight Trapper so bad. I might have to die and come back and do this all again, but, like, my soul is telling me to fight Trapper. Okay. Cassie, calm down. I'm making a life or death decision. Alright. I might have to fast forward through everything we've just done, but I am gonna fight the Trapper and lose horribly. It's on, rich boy. Grab Huntress' hatchet and run at Trapper. Huntress thinks it's really hot. Unfortunately, Trapper is ruthless and easily kills you with one vicious swipe of his cleaver. Stands over your dying body looking down at you with a hint of sorrow. It's pretty sexy. No one comes at Trapper. Bye, maggot. It was worth it. It was worth it. It was worth this. The Huntress thought it was hot. It was worth it. Okay. I now need to skip through this. Is there a skip button? Oh, okay, yeah, you hold F. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Cassie, you gotta be quiet, Bean. Okay, we're gonna try and banish the Trapper this time. But, you know, we gotta get back there first. And we're interrupted. Oh no. Cassie's upsetting my phone. I'm so sorry! He's so noisy. We're giving into anger, and then let's try about banishing him. I'm about to send you packing, friend. Draw yourself up to your tallest height, which is still much smaller than Huntress or Trapper. Hi, Apollo. Okay, I'm gonna have to, like... 1 second. Cassie, my love. You gotta be quiet. You're being such a good boy. Okay, we just made intense eye contact. Hopefully that helps. Alright. Fie upon thee, Evan of House Macmillan. I banish ye from this. Perish or thrive, I care not. Trapper and Huntress stare at you confused. I mean, I'm confused too. When did Shakespeare arrive on the island? As soon as I woke up on that beach is when he got here. Okay, Cassie's gotta move. 1 sec. Thank you. Yes. Entertain the audience. All one of you. Alright, hopefully he'll nap here. Okay, back to Shakespeare. Trapper backs away. Made a mega enemy. Made a mega enemy today. Better watch your back. And your stock portfolio. I don't have to worry about that one. I don't have stocks. Oh my gosh. The Bean, like Trapper, has vanished from the room. Unfortunately. But he'll be fine. Okay. Because being good at business is a big part of my character. I know it only comes up sporadically, but it's important. Trapper out. Turn back to Huntress. Shall we continue our date? Yeah, we shall. Huntress leads you back to her cabin. You thought you'd remember the way, but it's like the forest completely changed. Nothing is familiar. Better not get lost out here. Can you believe that guy? Classic Trapper pulling a move like that. I'm so glad you chose me, though. I don't think we've explored all there is between us yet. Yeah, we haven't. I'll always choose you in this route. She winks a bunny-masked eye and scoops you up onto her back. Huntress runs through the woods with you piggyback riding her. This is very Twilight of you. The wind ruffles your hair. Animals clear a path for the mighty woodswoman as she races by like the lead from that famous, oh my god, teen drama in that one scene where he calls her a spider monkey. Huntress doesn't call you that, thank god. Oh my god. We eventually, I'm laughing that they really did reference Twilight. Eventually, she gently lowers you to the ground and you take in your surroundings. A wooded clearing in the forest. Huntress prances about like a deer in a meadow. I like to come here sometimes to clear my head and hack up a few cute woodland creatures. Foxes are my favorite to slaughter. They think they're so cute and sly, but I see right through them. They're just assholes. Great with hot sauce. That was a lot in one sentence. Huntress hears rustling and darts off to find its source, crouching down low like an animal. Now you're alone in the middle of the forest. Which way did you come from again? No idea. Your sense of direction is all off. I have a very bad sense of direction anyway. mellifluous voices, plural? Floats through the air, landing upon your ears like syrup, honey. Come find me. Ready. Perfect. Close. Haha! Oh, Lord. Okay, well, I haven't... Oh, that one was a complete miss. Okay, well, most of them were good, though. Tag! You bop Huntress on the shoulder when you find her. She high-fives you. You trying to date this young lady or just bro down all day? Both. So good at hiding. I'm having a real blast. Thanks. They say it takes 10,000 hours of practice to get good at something. Is that calling me out on how few hours I actually have in DBD? Honestly, I might end up with more hours in this game than I do in Dead by Daylight itself. We'll see. Hey, they do say that. It was fun, huh? Keep in mind you just relax and have a good time, and that's really hard for me. Anytime I let my guard down, something terrible happens. I'm not moving that fast. I'm gonna ask what? Sometimes I find young girls in the woods. Little perfect angels that need my protection. But if I turn my back for a moment, they end up dying. Got dark, but you feel like Huntress wouldn't admit this to just anyone. Oh look, Claudette and Dwight are back. Okay, we swear we are here for a good reason this time. You better be. Yeah, no one is manipulating us this time. It's just time for dinner. Come get some grub. Please tell me it's not another survivor. Fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. Trust me, there are no nerves except the nerves you get when flirting with someone as attractive as the Huntress. It has nothing to do with the killer portion. All anxiety is my normal anxiety. Oh no, you were really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry. I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. Not gonna do the gag where we cram them all on screen at the same time again, so just believe me. They're all here, and they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. Perfect. I wanted nothing different. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. Oh, okay. I understand. Expecting me to be offended with the surprise, because it's my personality, not the time. Got it. However, since Wraith seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. I'm sick of watching everyone else gorge themselves while I'm preoccupied with, trying to get to the bottom of this never-ending nightmare. So tonight, none of that. I'm not really hungry anyway, so I say we just do a simple salad, or something. The green kind, not the mayo kind. Mayo is gross. I never understand where you're going when you start a sentence. I'm fine with just lettuce. Doesn't have to be fancy. Not iceberg, though. It has no nutritional value. I think Wraith chooses a mistake. That's on all of us. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? I've had an interesting day, that's for sure. But how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group. What about the mayo kind? See, I don't understand what's wrong with the mayo kind of salad, Like egg salad, and I'm guessing potato salad has a mayo base. I don't really know, but yeah, what about those? Okay, but they're saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Tell of your brush with death. Haha. Today was nuts. We went to Huntress' secret cabin and killer crabs attacked us. It's true. I'll fall asleep tonight to the delicious sound of crunching crustaceans. That would never have happened on my yacht. Which is really depressing. I'm glad you acknowledge that. Grind them up. Much more satisfying way to kill crabs. At least those kind of crabs. A little comb for the other kind. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they are all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. It's Dreher's supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Any appetite? Don't you mean bon? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it. Even the vegetables. That's concerning. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. Just how we like it. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off of the table. What'd you like to say to the servants? Thank them. Top-notch service is much appreciated. Everyone, if you please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. Been told something big is going to happen. Something that will change everything. Please tell me something big is actually happening and it's not just Trapper being a dick. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Do you have a choice in how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes. Because of childhood trauma. Fire. Cool. And finally everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. Ah. What this big announcement is. Sit on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin and wait for other killers to take their places. Wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? But they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. We were told there was an announcement? Cool, and now everyone's looking at you. So, you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades, boggle? I don't know what boggle is. Well, you're actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warmth and fire if it's your nerves heating up. Know that the fire is right here. But maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us all alive. Oh, just a little nervous about fire, huh? He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Cake was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Alright, yeah, I'll tell you a story. I'm good. I'm good at that. I definitely do stories. I hope it's a mystery. Okay, so what type of story do you want to tell? Let's tell adventure. That sounds fun. Alright. You like your Dwayne The Rock Johnson movies? How about some adventure? Now we're talking. Favorite, but I respect you trying to nod politely. I have to say that, Wraith. Just nod politely. Okay, ready? Here goes. I really like to go fishing. Oh god, I picked the wrong choice. I freaking hate fishing. Solid hobby, great foundation for a story, for sure. I hate fishing! I'm sorry, even the Huntress can't make me like fishing. Pause. Everyone is waiting with bated breath. No pun intended. Oh wait, that's it? Not much of a story. Barely even a thought. My pun was better than that story. You sure that's all you had to say? No, that was a joke. So what type of story do you want to tell? I wanted to tell an adventure! So an action. Action-packed yarn for you lot. The time I got into a bar fight. Group's interested. They lean in. I'm all ears. And I'm not talking about the bucket I have of them on my boat. I'm all ears as a perk. Crack open a beer by smashing the bottle cap off the nearest rock before starting. I'm at the local watering hole, powering up my regular 12 beers before I slay at the pool table. Slay is good. Steely Dan blast from the jukebox. Bartender's tip jar is filled to the brim. Pound the final pint, smash the glass on the counter as I demand shots for the entire joint. Patrons cheer for me. I am their god. Right? What a crazy reference to the Dead by Daylight dating sim to the Dead by Daylight actual game. Anyway, back to me being their god. Suddenly, I hear the telltale revving of engines outside. Motorcycles. Saloon doors swing open. Wait, it's a saloon now? It was always a saloon. Shh. And in walks my arch nemesis, Big Slim, the giant of North Toledo. He sounds sexy. Yeah, so sexy till I bit his face in. Thought I smelled something acrid from Akron when I hopped off the log, Slim says with a sneer. I get up from my stool, the gal behind me rubbing my shoulders, revving me up for the inevitable fight. Long way from home, Slim. What are the fine people on the street going to do without someone to sell them someone's secondhand cufflinks tonight? I taunt him. He strokes his oily beard. Story has a lot of specific geographic references in it. That's how you know it's true. I have a perfectly good job at the pawn shop. Why are you coming at me like that? Slim yells. That's fair, I scream back. Why do we even hate each other? I can't even remember. Something about me cutting you off in traffic, but it was misunderstanding, Slim yells. Well then, let's hug it out. I say, oh, tears starting to well in my eyes. And we made up. That's really boring, and I hated that. What about the bar fight? That's what I'm asking. Oh yeah, we got in a real blowout fight later that night. Really yelled our proverbial heads off, but it was just an argument about whether you should say pop or soda. Yeah, I'm disappointed too in myself for that story. I gave up headlining Coachella for this. Spirit laughs hysterically, probably laughing at you, but it's a laugh you're ready to accept. That sure was a kind of story, technically. Okay, it was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. Yeah, I didn't choose to tell that bad of a story. I thought it was actually going to be a real bar fight. So, who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? From Killer to Killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. I want to choose the Huntress again. Can I choose the Huntress again? So I'm ready to go. Let's hear from you. Sure thing. My neck of the woods isn't wanting for horrifying mythology. Mother once told me a story of a young man who was traveling back home after the war. Which war? Doesn't matter. Yeah, in Russia there's a lot of them. I just wanted some backstory details to paint a picture. I'll paint you a picture if you want. Man was lost and running out of food rations. He stopped to rest for the night underneath a majestic birch tree. It's when he saw the women, naked, skin glistening in the twilight glow. Hot. I'm invested. He sang a haunting melody as they made their way downhill towards the inviting lake. Enchanted by the music, the young man followed the parade of beautiful women until they stopped in a clearing next to the water. They turned to him and smiled. One woman with long red hair stepped forward and reached for his hand. The others began to play music, flutes, lutes, tambourines. The melody was intoxicating. The man's feet began to move beneath him. He was dancing, moved by the magical music of these mysterious women. Twilight darkened into night, and the man grew weary. But when he tried to still his moving feet, he found that he could not. Help! I cannot stop dancing! He cried to the nearest woman, a slender woman with green hair. She drew near to him and he saw her features distort into something horrific. She was bloated, an eye hanging from one socket, skin the color of algae, or salka. Her true self. You'll never stop dancing, she screeched at him. My sister and I were drowned in this lake by men of your regiment. Consider this your punishment. The man cried out, But it wasn't me! Someone must pay, the Rusalka said, her voice filled with briny malice. And so the man danced and danced until his bones broke and his heart gave out, the dance of death. A silent beat as everyone takes in this macabre ending. That's not all bad. Rusalkas are also fertility goddesses. If a lady had stumbled across them, she would have been blessed with a fruitful womb and probably some candy for the road. Damn, surely think that's a happy ending? I want what Huntress is having. I think it's a decent ending, you know? Half good, half bad. Have a story time. A lot of people like to shots at sequels, but I think every story deserves a follow-up. You think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off any individual installment and builds greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Cake, if you could delete a sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. Well, I'm going to answer this anyway. What sequel did I absolutely loathe? Okay, here. I'll talk about ones that Dreams and I both hate. And we're gonna chunk the series into, like, the good part and then the bad part. So, like, Maximum Ride, the first 3 books were great, and then the 4th book happened, and the rest of them were awful. So I'll say if I could just delete, like, the 4th and on, I'd be happy. There. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your rap trap. Yeah, facts. You know we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. I thought there was a big announcement. Okay, you and try not to end up dead. Why do you say the words wink wink out loud, and what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I see somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough talk of burns. Things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far from this place as we could, just you and me? On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded, cake is after. They should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. I have seen them and I love them. None of my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but it's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? He wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. Spirit is always too deep for me. Me sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives, or, you know, some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who is it ever? Just say, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murderer's Island comes to a close. No, I'm not satisfied with that name either, but with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Killer, what your pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, that guy. I will pick no one else in this playthrough. You know, I have a feeling you'd pick me. You've got good taste, and I don't just say that because I'm considering eating you. Huntress licks her lips as she eyes you up and down. You've never felt like a piece of meat this much in your life before. What have you gotten yourself into? I'm not complaining. Let's go over to the bar. I'm gonna make you something special. Ooh. That could turn out good or horrible. You and Huntress whisk yourselves away to the bar when you arrive to find an arrangement of arts and crafts supplies. And those taxidermy tools? Cool. Are you freaking out? I'm not freaking out. I'm not freaking out. I wonder what's going through Huntress's head. Though she's bubbly and enthusiastic, you're always terrified she might snap. Something on your mind? She smiles. Drink this. Ah, yes. This was my second one on this vacation. Huntress hands you a seemingly normal tropical cocktail. If one were to drug you into some sort of state in which you could be operated on, these flavors would certainly hide the poison. Look around and consider what else there is to live for besides becoming Huntress's little toy, and the conclusion is, bombs away. Exactly. You pound the drink. It's quite nice. I've been thinking of making you a present, a mask. Would you be into that? Yes, of course. I've always admired yours. What would you like? Ooh. Not an anglerfish. That just sounds really weird. But fluffy cat mask also sounds weird. But I like cats. It could be like a big cat, like a scary cat. Yeah, we'll go with the cat. It's like the fluffiest white cat mask. Like marshmallow level fluff. You can barely make out any features. I didn't expect that kind of response, but I guess I should stop being surprised. Okay, I guess I asked. Well, I know what I'm going to be working on tonight, all alone, in my skimpy pajamas. Huntress winks at you. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Dreams? Think we should just go top option here? Or do you think that won't go very well? Alright. This drink should make me pretty sleepy. Should we just, like, get out of here? Maybe go get directly into your bed? No, that's not how tonight goes. I mean, it's not how it's supposed to go. Don't interrupt! Not yet, at least. You cookie kids. Wait! Excuse me. Soon. Huntress, you've got loads of hobbies. Why don't you share something with us that you're passionate about? Something less deadly than throwing axes or chasing survivors. Maybe? Just a thought. Making more masks? Or wait, making matching gloves? No, you little joker. Thinking of a different type of making. Making our victims die fast, medium, or slow deaths, depending on the mood we're in. It's another round of be careful what you wish for on Murderer's Island. Dwight, I need your help. Doing something in a different place entirely. You've ruined everything, you two. We were gonna go back to bed. Talking about mycology, you know mushrooms? I picked a lot of them, and I'm very familiar with which ones make for a great soup base, and which ones make you super dead. I'll show you mushrooms. You pointed the safe to eat. Okay. I don't know if this is a trick question, or if I'm actually, like, if this one is actually the poisonous one. Sure. Yeah. Little fella's an autumn skull cap, and after eating one, if the diarrhea doesn't kill you, the liver failure will. Except this one is very easy. I'm sure you'll nail it. Point at the one that won't result in almost instant death if you eat it. Won't? That one. Oh my god. Just feed me the mushrooms and let me die. Thank you. Deadly Dapperling, which has a name that is both adorable and, well, deadly. Adorable and deadly. You know anyone like that? Yes, I do. Which will make you jump for joy, and which will make you vomit until you die. I'm sorry, hon, that's a destroying angel. It's very deadly. No! Not used with the wish granting angel, which is what you might imagine you see while you're hallucinating on your deathbed on one of these. I am so bad at mushrooms. That's fun, right? I like flexing a little more than just my biceps for you. It's very attractive. I failed completely. Yeah, I'm really bad at foraging. Very bad. Get us all killed bad. Yeah. But she's happy. Appreciate you spending time with me tonight. I know the other killers are all very alluring in their own way. It means a lot that you'd spend time with a forest bumpkin such as myself. You're no bumpkin. You're a strong, independent woman. Don't demean yourself. Knife to your throat. Okay. If you want. But also, she's angry, but also turned on. It's pretty hot. It's very concerning. We're here. Claudette and Dwight are gathering everyone together on the beach. Typical. Exactly what the voice said. I'm telling you, and I'm being honest, that you're the only ones who can hear me. Okay. Okay. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. It's because it was? Boy, feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. So late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that you, can get some beauty rest. Do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. You know, my favorite. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who Cake chooses. We know who I will choose. There is no competition. How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you all about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Wraith, why don't you go first? You look like you'd hate that. Stop talking. Anyway, Wraith. Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer to just tell Cake privately. Too late. I don't really know how that's going to work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Cake? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow, we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's gonna be really special. The kind of thing where we will really, really bond. Maybe finally get off this island. And maybe then we can go on a real date. Okay. You done? Is that it? This is not very thrilling. I mean, like, yeah, we should find a way off this island. But it's not what I'm here for. Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing, go away. Then, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell ya, it's primo stuff. And if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing, because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. It is. It is. Confident, mysterious, I like it. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event and also the larger meta-narrative of a Dead by Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Well, yes, thank you, I'd love to. Please, make us all very uncomfortable. So, Cake, thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished. And rewarded. Tomorrow will suck, probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with, I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident, sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. Great. Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Again? Hold on. Think they messed up the order. Okay. That was awkward. But I don't mind seeing the Huntress twice. And time's up, everyone. Spirit did not get to go. That's fine. Okay. You'll need to dream about these options that you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about all these swoon-worthy options that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who's already teetering on the edge of a psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time and I'm just now finding out about it? The signs were there, you just didn't read them. I thought it was all about dating. The surviving just was happening, I guess. Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof, it's like butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? Do you dare to even try? You mean... That's right, tomorrow one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? And it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. It's gonna be Champ, what's your thought process here? Chopper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. Being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats. And I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. Eek, if you get rid of Wraith, he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating? Wraith, sorry. Look, I'm here. Peace out, Wraith. Sorry, that's the achievement. I'm here, and I'm horny, and I'm not really getting positive reinforcement from you, Wraithy Poo. Please don't take this personally. It's just my opinion of you and who you are and what you're about deep down as a person and how I don't like it. That is harsh. Like, give me something you knew. You know, a kiss, a wink, hold my hand, finish telling me about all this mysterious stuff you're obsessed with. Or better yet, don't. Ooh. Wraith rises, taller than you've ever seen him, and calmly walks to the exit. Before he leaves, he turns to you. When you came here, I thought perhaps you would be different. I don't know how my last bit of hope in humanity hadn't been snuffed out, but it wasn't. It is now. You're just like the rest of them. There's no hope of goodness here. The only thing I can do is try to escape. Or burn everything and everyone to the ground. He leaves. Pretty badass exit. Was not expecting that. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you left behind. Because, of course, they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with cake when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with... their own mostly new trickster body pillow, the next best thing to the real trickster. Might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right, it's Dwight tested. Claudette approved. Hope you sleep well tonight, Cake. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of guilt. I mean knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you gotta go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule, schedule, schedule. It's not that I dislike Wraith. It's that he's like the least interesting of the options, and I don't want to die again to the Trapper so soon, right? I'm here for Huntress. The way I play these games is I pick one person and I choose all of their choices until the end, and then I go back and I do it again for the next person, and so on and so on. So, the elimination was really pointless because I will eliminate all of them but Huntress by the end. Alright, wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. Can't help it if I have thick arms and legs that go until they stop. I knew we had a connection from the moment I saw them through my mask. Can never be sure what's going on in the newcomer's mind, but I like my odds for tomorrow. So fun hunting for love and not for food or vengeance for a chance. I know I said some things when Kate kicked me to the curb, and I just want to say I'm embarrassed for how I acted. Not what I said, though. I stand by it. I want everyone here to burn. How would I say things are going? It's a matter of perspective. If Cake's goal is to impress me, things are going poorly. Yeah, that's not my goal. But if Cake's goal is to get themselves killed, they're doing an amazing job. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. What? No, you're not part of this. You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not a part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, I kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. Definitely be down with the reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing the new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers hang out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. That's where they keep the licensed killers? So you're saying I can date Amanda Young if I go to that other island? I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them, don't worry. I'm talking your favorite established characters from all over culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them, like Ghost. Don't you dare say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand, but we have a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on. Whatever. I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, Cake. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes. Seriously, they do not pay me enough to deal with you people. What is your name then? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's the thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay, never mind. Never mind? What does that mean? God, I love the humor of this. Dude, this wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. Ocean Exterminator! Yes, OTP! We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight. Want to sit down sometime? This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the ocean just peed on it. How's the You know what? I don't care. So you're looking pretty pleased with yourselves. Got something to confess. Oh great, what's it gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Wraith get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, this sun, these sweet sugary drinks. It sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls. It's like a crescendoing song of evil that makes to the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please, erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please, get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. Yeah, that was really intense. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Thanks, huh? That was a weird way to end. Yeah, the silence really agrees with that. Well, what are you gonna do? Let the camera roll long enough, someone is bound to say something crazy. Anyway, it seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. Yeah. Here we go. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of okay with. You pull on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. Does that look on their faces excitement? Terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or even infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. This happened here before. It's probably a love thing. Zombie butterflies are a thing on this island, apparently. It's time! Claudette gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watching with your ex. Suddenly, the message is clear. You're going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? Paid him good money to make some half-assed cameos in the show. I'm gonna chew his agent out. But before they walk you over for your big moment, don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Cake. Can't be easy, being thrown onto a mysterious island for seemingly no real reason, surrounded by terrifying killers trying to manage your most primal impulses, murder and making out. And you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island hosts, with dignity and respect, so don't tell anyone we told you this, but... Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are two-way streets, and if you don't have a green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. The friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Oh, I'm sure it's like a literal swath of the beach where I will end up dead. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, so who's into me? Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially again. Well, I've seen the sparks flying between you and Huntress. Saw her whittling a little figurine of you last night while everyone else is asleep. Aww. So are you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad. We're on a schedule. I am ready. I was born ready. I would have chosen the moment I stepped foot on this island. You make your way back over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air, and I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for our newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this. No, you don't, but who cares? Cake, who do you choose? Can we at least do the flower thing? Dwight, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not that flower thing. The thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right. I suppose. But no roses. They're such a cliche at this point. What is that other flower thing they were talking about? That's good, because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an ouchie, so I settled for these. Aw, pretty. Done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saves some of these for Claudette. Their thing, right? You're getting that vibe too? Just me? Sorry. You've got other things to think about right now. Yeah, I haven't really thought about them very much. Who do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? There is but one choice. One winner of my affection. Sure, no, Huntress. She's never looked more appealing. Her kaftan dress ruffles behind her in the light morning breeze. A seagull lands on her shoulder like she's a beachy cartoon princess. Does she kill it? Yeah. She wraps the seagull's neck and somewhere under her flowy dress. Probably just saved for lunch. She can't help but hunt. I choose you. Spend the day together and see if we think a future is possible for our love. Me? Really? Yeah! Huntress throws her hands up in the air like a bear and gallops towards you. First, you think she might swipe at you with her gigantic hands and knock the life out of you. Instead, she scoops you up into a hug and takes her place at your side. And she just stuck her tongue out at all the other killers. Sometimes the immature move is the right one. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is everything I wanted out of this game. Sure to be a fun day. We'll just be here, not getting to really participate, even though survivors matter too, while you go off and have a grand old time. Yep, just Claudette and I hanging out. No one competing for our love. Wondering what we did in a past life to end up embroiled in this unrelenting misery. But go! Have a blast. I'm sorry, I'm not here to date the survivors. I am here for the killers, and the killers alone. Huntress eagerly leads you to the yacht to begin your romantic day together. Yeah, suck it, Trapper. Have to admit, warm, salty air on your skin, the sound of crashing waves. This is a pretty perfect morning. Just you and the Huntress. And the ocean. Here too. I'm teeming with flesh-eating bacteria and dead bodies. That pesky ocean, always killing the vibe. You turn to Huntress. You sure you're okay here on the ocean? I know you don't like to be out in the open. Something about being here with you makes me feel safe. Aww. Is it because I killed killer crabs with you? You will sit down at a beautifully set table on the deck of the boat. A wide spread of mouth-watering breakfast goodies are arranged in front of you. Can we get you anything? You look a bit green. I get extremely seasick, and chicks to replace all the island's Dramamine with party drugs, so... Wait, how did they get here? Weren't they just on the beach consoling the rejected killers? Are there more than 2 of them? You motion one of them over. We'll both take a screwdriver, hold the orange juice. Exactly. Just how I like my screwdrivers. Not screwdrivers and solely vodka. Hey, can you play this particular song for us? Set the mood. Hand Dwight a piece of paper with a song title written on it. Sure, though I doubt Trapper has it in his vinyl collection. Oh, of course he would have vinyl. Soon the haunting melody of Huntress's mother's lullaby streams through the yacht's expensive stereo system. The boat rocks as though to the rhythm of the song. The eerie, melancholy mood is really quite romantic, I agree. Breakfast has never been this intimate. Reach out to touch Huntress's hand when suddenly a loud bellow scares your freshly poured flute of straight vodka onto the pristine deck. It's Trapper. He's screaming at us from the beach. Look how he looks from all the way out here. Huntress squishes his head between her fingers like a child and giggles. Damn you both! The chairs you're sitting on are worth more than your lives! Get back here! It's not wrong. Hey, Claudette, take us out further. Are you going to throw one overboard? Please throw one overboard. Aye, Captain. Can she drive a boat? Guess we'll find out. Alone again. Nothing but the caw of a seagull and the ominous shadow of a creature lurking beneath the waves. I have something for you. Is it a mask? Huntress reveals a package wrapped in a bloodied apron. You clap your hands like a kid on their birthday. Her playful attitude is running off on you. I made that mask you asked for. I almost forgot. But I bet you didn't. This is the whole reason you pursued Huntress, I bet. Definitely to get a mask of your own. No other reason. No other reason. Here you go. It's horrifying. I absolutely hate it. I am very sure that I hate it. Certainly was a choice. Yeah, I regret that immensely. I didn't expect it to be that. Yeah, that's a no-go mask. I will not be wearing that, but I appreciate the gesture. Thank you. You both laugh. You tossed the mask off the yacht. Good call. The whole time I was making it, I was like, this is too weird. No amount of blood is ever going to make it look cool. Let's go back to my place. She downs her screwdriver, aka vodka. Because that's, yeah. The tension is palpable as you enter the cabin. You cut it with a hatchet. Give me a break. It's day 3 of killer jokes. Narrator only has so much mojo. Huntress sits you down at the cluttered table in the kitchen. You notice the bloodstains that have crept into every nook and cranny of the wooden planks. What poor creature died on this table? Did they suffer? Probably. What do you care if they suffered? Get back in the ocean. Stop backseat omniscient narrating. Stay here. Don't move a muscle or I'll hear it. I can hear any mammal's tendons creak as they stretch. It's a gift and a curse. I'll be right back. Alone in the cabin. What to do? I was told not to move. But I have to make a choice, so we're gonna tidy up, I guess. Clean up. Oh, no, nope. Half expects a flock of adorable birds and cute little mice to come sprinting in and help you, but they don't, because this isn't some fantasy. This is gritty. This is real. Plus, I'm pretty sure she kills all the adorable birds and cute little mice. So you putter around the room by yourself, organizing Huntress's various trinkets collections. Old bottles over here, discarded vintage doll parts over there, various keys that don't open anything in particular. Doesn't she have a drawer filled with these? Everyone has a drawer like that. Then you lay a blanket down in front of the fireplace, for no reason. No reason at all. Certainly not imagining all the naughty things that could go down on such a blanket. Sat in her strong yet delicate hand. You reach out for her, longing to stroke her blood-matted hair and scratched-up shoulders. Thought we could get warm by the fire. She wags a finger at you, a bunnylicious smirk on her face. Good lord, please don't say that. Not so fast. Remember we talked about how much more going on? You nod like a little idiot. Well, I now know there's something up. The other night while you were sleeping like a cute little baby, I snuck into each of the other killers' lairs and saw them with shiny objects that they'd been stealing from. I think they're connected somehow. Maybe it has to do with the symbol. I tried to go back last night, but something blocked me from picking any of the objects up. Someone or something knows I'm on to them. I think if you try, it might work. What do you say? Will you help? Duh. Yeah. A globe-trotting treasure hunt on the level of a Nicolas Cage masterpiece? You can definitely count on me. Give me the Declaration of Independence. Let's go. I'll be your guardian angel. You never know when those other killers might pop up. You grab Huntress by the hand and practically trip over your own feet on the way out the door. Feels good to have a quest. Thrilling. But part of you is just wondering how quickly you can get through this and impress Huntress. Soon she'll take you to her in her yoked arms and you'll swoon. Your childhood crush on Popeye is making more and more sense. That never happened, but alright. Where do you want to start? Probably with Wraith? Because he's gone? 4 killers who have stolen from Huntress. You're not going to let them get away with it. Which one will you investigate? Trickster's might be easiest, actually. Let's go to the stage. I feel like his will be easy. Since he's always freaking busy. I loved when this was the opening. Okay, I'm sorry, reminiscing a little. You're up at Trickster stage, but there's no one here. Not Trickster, not an audience, not anybody. Nothing eerier than an empty concert venue. Think of all the fringe that once swayed here, the beers that sloshed over red solo cups. Mosh pits, tall guys standing in front of you for the entire show, lifelong friendships that actually only lasted for one summer. Good times. My concerts are always an experience. You should really come to one of my after parties sometime. They're a real scream. I'll put you on the VIP list. I prefer acoustic music. Yep. Trickster, I've never listened to your music, and I think sampling the sounds of people's screams is very been there, done that. Ooh. Hey, no one talks to Trickster like that. How do you know about my sample? He's obviously a much bigger band than they're letting on. Show me where Huntress's shiny, mysterious object is, or I'll wipe that grin off your face with the chloroform-drenched rag. Way to harsh my mellow. Deranged violence and torture is only cool when I do it, because it's my commentary on a shallow society, and I make it look sexy as hell. Your thingamajig is that-a-way. Okay, thank you. I like this. I'm really happy with the music. Trickster backs away from you and resumes practicing an intricate dance routine. The way you stood up to that bootleg Backstreet Boy just now was, wow. If I weren't so strong and stable on my feet, I'd swoon, but it just wouldn't be believable. I'd believe it just for you. Find me my shiny thing, champion. Oh, that was close, but not very good. There we go. Oh, that was not very good. At least I got one of them perfect. Haha! I did it! Of course I did it! Why would I not do it? Your ability to find the unfindable is quite uncanny. A natural hunter, I must say. Anything to impress. Do you think I might be able to find your heart? So, it's very important to locate and remove all the internal organs of your prey as soon as you fell them so their meat doesn't spoil. You know, that's so romantic. Oh, it's this? You found a gold coin. I spent one of those in the beginning. There are 4 killers who have stolen from Huntress. You're not going to let them get away with it. You can avoid going to Trickster stage a second time, which is good because the whole mood there is just off. Which one will you investigate, Wraith? Because you shouldn't be here. You should be gone. When you arrive at the Wraith's oddball hangout zone, you immediately understand why they call it the Cosmic Dump. They being Meobs. It's as if there are items and elements from all over the universe in this space. Also, it's a damned mess. But it's undoubtedly a special place. The very air you breathe makes you feel that you're part of something much, much larger. Going to go hunt us some lunch while you find the object. You'll know it when you see it because it's extremely shiny. Ah, how long have you been standing there? Are we ever really there? I don't have any time for your existential crisis today, Wraith. Huntress and I are totally gonna get it on soon. I think. I hope. I hope. Look, I need to find a special object you have hidden here. You stole it from Huntress and she knows it. So, you're trying to figure this whole thing out too, huh? Come check this out. Bit of a subject change, but sure, it's Wraith we're dealing with here after all. Wraith leads you to a telescope. Through it you can see a far-off island in the distance. The VIP island. Holy smokes, is that? Sorry, actually I have no idea what it is. Would you mind filling me VIP island? Where all the coolest killers from intellectual properties that were legally obliged not to mention, by name hang out and party with Hollywood celebs and Silicon Valley moguls. It's not even all. Zoom in. Over there. Zoom. Ah! It's Ghostface! I said not to name them! Oh jeez, now I'm gonna have to clear the rights. You have no idea how much my lawyer charges, but I love the little hearts here. Sorry, it just kind of popped up. I'm telling you, something crazy is going on there. I'll have you know I wasn't trying to steal anything from Huntress. I was just looking for answers, but also occasionally losing said answers. Yep, that's right, the thing you're looking for? Can't actually find, so good luck, I guess. Oh good, a minigame. I haven't seen one of these before in the past 10 seconds. We're ready. Seriously? That was way too early. Oh my god. I'm getting worse and worse as we go. See an old pair of glasses on the ground and quickly grab them. You found it! So shiny! At least I still found it. That's what matters. Knew I could count on you. I'm not saying something because I literally never learned to count via any traditional system of numbers. Let's get out of here. Yeah, we got the glasses. It's hard to believe that these old glasses really mean anything special, but lady like Huntress deserves whatever she wants. Spend a moment imagining Huntress with glasses. Would you wear them over the mask or under? Hey, it's not just some junk. Those are my reading glasses. I just subscribed to highlights. Sorry, they're Huntresses. Bye. Alright, as for Wraith's hangout, that's already covered. Not going to Trickster. Let's go to Spirit. We'll save Chopper for last, just like I'm gonna do in this game. This place is spooky as heck. Wasn't the beach sunny and beautiful just a moment ago? So you're telling me that your precious shiny thing is up there? Huh. It's pretty great, right? Finally a good chance to activate these quads. You don't get legs like this from standing still. But you already know I love a good workout. Running, jumping, climbing, roughhousing. Yeah. Get that damn shiny thing before your immeasurable horniness melts your brain and it runs down out of your ears already. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. Let's get to it. Yeah, I called it out. It's obvious to everyone. Just own it. I'm owning it. I'm doing this live. And I am owning it. So, shall we? The lighthouse is so dark that you can barely see the step in front of you. That's okay. Because we've got about 100 stairs to practice getting the hang of this in the dark. However, something about this gloomy place is really wearing you out and messing with your otherwise happy, horny aura. You can practically feel your mood going down, down, down as you climb up, 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 higher into the lighthouse, before you finally arrive at the top. Spirit, you're looking pretty pleased with yourself. I'm getting the hang of this whole being dead thing. Did you totally get sadder the closer you go to the top of the tower? That was me, baby. Gotta share the wealth, and by wealth, I mean unending despair. Probably here for one of your precious shiny things that I've stolen. Good luck finding it. I'll be over here reading if you need me. Let's find this shiny thing. Anything to brighten the mood in here. Don't miss the treasure. This is a treasure hunt, not a treasure miss. Oh, I'm ready. No, I am not. Yeah. I don't know why the slow one is the one I have issues with. Like the other one, I don't know why the faster it goes. It's a little bit better. But, alright. You're really going a long way to prove your dedication to me. You know I notice, right? I can see a raccoon lick itself from 200 yards away in pitch darkness. I definitely see you working that little butt off for me. I'm working very hard. And it's a bottle opener? Okay. It's a fancy item. Whatever, you're a real team player. Hey. No. Stop. Spirit doesn't even look up from her book. I think you'll be fine if you just peace out. I relate to that. Very much. Very much a lot. Alright. Black light host, because searched already. Okay, trappers left. There are 2 ways to get to Trapper's Cave. Due to the whole, you know, trap-based character theme he's got going on, you can rest assured that either one or both of these paths is filled with traps. Turn to Huntress for advice, but she only giggles and shrugs her shoulders. You're on your own, it seems. Guess you're going to have it. Which will you choose? Through the forest. Ah, yes, the forest. Underground, I mean, come on. Putting yourself in the ground voluntarily is just asking to be buried. Dead, alive, doesn't matter. The surface is where you belong. Yeah, I don't want to go underground. Particularly because I think Huntress would enjoy the forest. The light cascading through the leaves of the trees, it casts a hazy glow as you wander into the brush, leaving the cabin behind. But no matter, this is Huntress's domain. You think that'll keep you safe, eh? Well, you thought wrong. As soon as you take a step off the beaten path, it lands you in one of the Trapper's bear traps. He swore he'd get you. You can hear his maniacal laugh as you bleed out. Aha! You've stepped in one of my bear traps that I swore I'd get you with. I just said that. I've seen a lot of trapped animals, and I can confirm he got ya, and well, crap. It's fatal. Darn it, Trapper, not again. Well, fine then. Guess I'll just have to pick the other way. Seriously? I just sit through this whole thing? Okay, well that's fine. We'll just fast forward a little bit. We're all enjoying this, right? Yeah, right? It's the second time he killed me. But like, I don't mind. If I die, I die, you know. At least the first one was my choice. This one was not my choice. And now I just have to, like... Oh, I have to do the mini games again. Dang it. Okay, I did get at least one perfect. Oh, total miss. Oh, okay. That was different. I didn't realize I was gonna fail that one, but alright. That's fine. I'm sure she won't be too disappointed. Hopefully. It's my goal to impress, not disappoint. Ghostface! Here we go. Round and round we... That was not what I meant to do. Okay, alright. Aside from that first one, this isn't going terribly. got him. I won that time. Here we go. And back to Spirit. Whee! It's a very depressing lighthouse. Okay. I don't know why it's the slow one that kills me. Oh, missed. Get some, you lose some. You lose some, you steal some. Grab the damn thing and let's go! Oh, I keep disappointing her. Actually, I don't think she cares too much, honestly. Okay. So, underground is where we gotta go then. Nobody need to waste time burying you if you're already underground when you die. You're not gonna die, are you? God, I hope not. I already died twice. Surely a dimly lit tunnel like this must be rife with traps. However, you managed to make your way along, distinctly uncaught by any traps, rusty, bare, or otherwise. Got this. Doing great. Not at all afraid? Who, me? Nah, I gotta say, this is up there among the nicest, damp, and seemingly abandoned tunnels I've ever wandered through. Look, it even has lights. Inspired by Huntress's bravery, you dig deep inside yourself and summon courage of your own. Which is good, because you're gonna need it if you're going to head through that very murdery-looking passageway ahead. Occasionally, my brain just stops processing. You enter into a humid, shadowy cave. Dripping water echoes all around you. It's definitely not cozy like the cabin you left behind. You wonder, how deep does that pool of shiny water go? Let's get this over with. When your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see Trapper. He leans against the wall of the cave like a detective in an old film noir. I knew you'd come. Trapper, get out of our way or I'll skewer you and serve you for lunch. You're wasting your time. You'll never find what you're looking for. Unless what you're looking for is a minigame. What? A minigame? How unexpected. How playful. How... Yeah, let's just get to it. Peel them eyes. You're on the hunt now. Totally not about to lose. Again. Man. I'm so good at minigames. I so love minigames. They're my favorite. Did it! You found my lost, shiny object. I'm so grateful I could kiss you right now, please. But I won't because I'm pretty sure Trapper didn't actually leave and he's still over in the shadow watching us. Later, Trapper, you thieving little perv. That's not fair. I'm huge. At least he admits it, I guess. Come on, Cake, let's hurry to the next place. It's a pen. A surprisingly nice pen. I think it's just a regular old pen, but we don't need to point it out. She's happy, and isn't that all that matters? It's a nice pen. It's like a quill tip, a fountain pen. It's nice. It's nice. It's not the normal point pen. Phew, that was fun and scary. Good to see the other killers are taking their heartbreak in stride, more or less. And you got a really nice tour of some of the island's lesser-known haunts. Haha, boom. Still got it. You never had it. Make a pretty good team, you and I. What can I say? I appreciate a fine collection. Now that yours is back in order, maybe we head back inside to appreciate it. And you collect a certain other special gift I've been meaning to give you. Special gift? Is it shiny? I suppose it could be if you oil it up enough. Oh god, yeah. It's gonna be ill. You enter the cabinet's dark, barely lit, deep shadows stretching from wall to wall. Somehow it manages to be a little bit terrifying, but also a little romantic. We barely even notice. You've got other things on your mind. Oh yeah, here we go. Please tell me I'm about to get the Huntress. Yes! My god, yes! Practically undressing each other as you walk through the door. Mine's elsewhere. Neither of you realized that the door was wide open already. Using that as a thumbnail later. She watched streams. I'm gonna get our channel shut down. You're incredible. Every time you found one of those objects, my heart beat faster and faster. Your nimble hands. Is there anything they can't find? Fireplace is crackling. Your heart is pounding. The smell of cinnamon is in the air. But wait. Who is that? Yo, don't come interrupt my things. Disappointed. Huntress quickly pulls her beach cover up back on. My darling. An older Russian woman bearing a striking resemblance to Huntress sits by the fire. She turns to you, and you're shocked to see that she appears to come from a completely different time in history, wrapped in old, unfamiliar clothes that are completely out of place here at this beach retreat. Without thinking, you blurt out. What an honor! Yeah, it's not every day you get to meet the mother of the Huntress. I can't believe this. You're the Mama Huntress. I've been dying to meet you. Well, nearly. Can I help you with anything? Glass of vodka, a hatchet for revenge on the elk who slayed you? Oh no, my child. Quite content. Just happy to know that my little darling is taken care of. Aw. Huntress chuckled nervously. Hi, Mama. Claudette and Dwight burst in like they're in a prank video. Bet you weren't expecting this date to include meeting her mom. What? Yeah, did not expect that at all, seeing as her mom was skewered to death by an elk. Hey, Huntress, how do you feel about your dear old mama coming to interrupt your date? Huntress throws a hatchet directly at the two survivors, skewers the wall in between them. Without another word, they quickly scurry away. Good girl. Huntress turns to you. I hope this is all right. Of course. No, it's chill. It's chill. We can do stuff later. What? I give great pain? Huntress breathed a sigh of relief. It's just not the mood I thought you were coming back to, but I'm here now. I'm in it. I'm ready to meet your mama. Thank goodness, because my mother's the only person, I mean, most important person in my life. Aww. We Russians invented tea. Did you know that? Mama Huntress shoves a cup in your hand, and as you drink your tea with her, the air becomes warm around you. You, Huntress, and her mother sit by the fire and exchange stories and anecdotes. Mama pulls out some old-timey pictures of a young Huntress in black and white holding bloodied animal corpses with a chilling, dead-eyed stare. Aww. You all laugh and eat raw meat of some kind. It's a lovely time, almost like you're back home. You've forgotten that you're on a possibly cursed island atop what is above what is likely some sort of hellmouth. Look, that's not official lore, I just call it. Every so often, Mama Huntress clutches her stomach and her eyes stare into the middle distance. She mutters some sounds as if reliving the moment she was skewered by an elk. It's very grim. I like you. Thank you for indulging me in my tea and stories. So tell me, what are your intentions with my I don't speak Russian? Means bunny. But you guessed that already, didn't you? Right now, you've got your translator app ready. No, I don't. I'm just gonna pretend I knew what it meant and kept going. To start a family! To forge our own forest with a brood of half a dozen at least, hunting side by side forever. Mama Huntress smiles at you. She reaches into her bloody cloak and pulls out a handkerchief with a flower on it. For you, the one worthy of my Anna. Use it to clean your hatchet of viscera. Oh, this is so sweet. Take the handkerchief. It's soft and smells of spices. I'll take good care of this. You point to Huntress. Her, on the other hand, she can take care of herself. Huntress is ecstatic. You've won over Mama. No easy task. My time on this plane is coming to an end. The weird magic from that ghost girl's black lighthouse won't keep me here for long. I don't want to get into the logic of this, but yeah, the black lighthouse can bring ghosts back to life. If you're still here, you're willing to believe anything. It was Spirit who brought you back? I'll have to thank her. Huntress's mama begins to fade. Huntress cries. You can picture her at 6 years old, lying over her mother's dead body. I fully support this union. I feel good living my daughter on this cruel earth with you. Aww. This is actually really sweet. I know it's just like a cheesy murder date game, but aw. Share a meaningful look with the mother of your beloved. Mama Huntress fades away, leaving you and Huntress alone again. Not a second later, Claudette and Dwight storm back in. Never alone for too long on this island. It's time for a dramatic scene between the lovers. Shall we adjourn to the forest clearing for ambiance? Okay, I guess. I suppose. You and Huntress stand holding hands in the forest clearing. Dwight and Claudette watch your interactions too closely. Hey, I've really loved hanging out with you. I think it's time. Time? Time for... Oh, my, okay. Okay, I'm ready for this. I don't think it's my death, but you never know in this game. Time for you to call me by my real name, like my mother does. Will you call me Anna? Oh, that. Yes, of course. I think Anna is a beautiful name, and you're a beautiful person, Anna. Oh, this is so cute. Until I die. But, you know, until then. Cake. Do you know what I'd like to do right now with you beneath the moonlight? Feeling closer to you than I ever have before. There's nothing I'd rather do right now than... She averts her eyes. Does she mean what you think she means? Nope, she's looking right at Dwight and Claudette. Chop up these two fools with you. Sure, yeah. They keep, you know, interrupting all of my lovely moments. Hatchet is as sharp as my love for you. Let's get bloody. It's a gruesome scene as you and the Huntress go to town on these innocent survivors who just wanted to help you guys out. You've interrupted every moment. You're being forced to help. Can't hear you, hun, on account of the congealing blood in your mouth. Once you've made quite a mess of the survivors, you and Huntress look at each other with manic eyes. Shall we return to the cabin? I'd love to get you out of that beachwear into something a little less there. Thought you'd never ask. Oh, here we go. Once inside the cabin, Huntress struck off her captain, revealing every curve of her muscled bod. Like, I kind of feel bad for them, but at the same time, the amount of times they have interrupted me with Huntress, they kind of deserved it just a little bit. Like, they are so stuck to their schedule. I was like, yeah, all right. This is a good bonding moment. Oh. Follow her lead, disrobing for the first time since waking up here on the island. Yeah, you've been sleeping in your clothes. No judgment, it's a strange new place. Which really conflicts with some of the, like, typing in this game, because it says you put on your beachwear, but if you've been sleeping in it. Oh well. You kiss. And yes, if you were wondering, it looks like she's going to keep the bunny mask on for this sexy time. This is the part where I skedaddle. Decapitations? Sure. Tiger maulings? Love it. Dudes crushing other dudes in car crushers? Gotta have it. But hanky-panky? That I can't handle. I'll leave you hoarding kids to it. I don't speak French. Just because Hunter speaks Russian doesn't mean I do. I speak Canadian French. It's a thing. Look it up. Am I nervously running my mouth now just to give you 2 time alone in the dark? Maybe. Stop me if you've heard this one. Hillbilly, a doctor, and a clown walk into a bar. Fine, we'll get back to it. I love how blunt this narrator is. It's very funny. Post doing it, you and Huntress lie together in the warmth of the fire. Everything is so perfect. You imagine Mama Huntress smiling down at you from beyond. Then you realize it's pretty gross to imagine her having just watched all of that, and you try to stop thinking about it. That was incredible. You're telling me. The door to the cabin creaks open. You cover yourself with a blanket. Oh God, a severed arm claws its way through the doorway, leaving a trail of blood in its wake. No, we've walked right into a scene from a horror film. As soon as people have sex, they die. Not when I'm around. Huntress procures a hatchet from out of nowhere. Was that in bed with you guys? The crinkling torsos of Dwight and Claudette follow their chopped up limbs. Slowly, the pieces of their bodies start to put themselves back together. No way. We've been over this. They literally mentioned that they can't stay dead. It's not like we killed them forever. Thought that this island would just let us die permanently? Haven't you ever played Dead by Daylight? Come on. Get to the final scene. I mean, decision. What decision? My choices have been made. Claudette and Dwight lead you and Huntress back to the empty beach. You both bask in the glory of being freshly laid. Sounds terrible, doesn't it? Like that's some sort of laundry detergent? Freshly laid. Actually, maybe that's good. My agent start circulating that. The island is strangely quiet. No sarcastic remarks disguising a broken young woman from spirit. No strange wide-eyed stare from the socially awkward wraith. No threats of imminent violence from Trapper. Even Claudette and Dwight are tight-lipped. They seem almost zombified. Last day, you beautiful piece of meat. You've done so well. We're almost at the finish line. Didn't think I brought you all this way without a plan, did you? What kind of sinister body of salt water do you think I am? If that plan doesn't involve me living with Huntress for the rest of my life, I don't want it. A whoosh of dark energy surrounds you and disappears as quickly as it came. The island noises begin to return. Birds chirp in their trees. The grass rustles in the light breeze. And oh look, the other killers are all here at the fire pit to watch the finale? They're spelled the same. Ceremony. Can't wait any longer. The pomp and circumstance is agonizing. You're telling me. Stick to the script, Claudette. Okay. So Huntress, how do you feel about the newcomer? Are they everything your murderous little heart has ever longed for? Huntress stares you down for an agonizing moment. She steps towards you. My dear, I think that this is true love. Come with me to the Red Forest. Yes! Let's hunt the woods together and have a family bursting with babies. We'll raise them as fierce warriors who can defend their family and home. In just a matter of days, you've gone from being completely alone to being the start of a clan of warriors. I did not see that coming. Wraith starts a slow clap. No one joins in. Typical. Whatever. Love is a concept made by the greeting card industry. I'm out of here. Spirit floats back to her black lighthouse. Look behind you, it's Trapper. Huntress, you bested me. He turns to you and offers his leathery hand for a handshake. Congratulations, Cake. I don't shake hands with losers. Trapper's eyebrows shoot up, and then he smiles. Did not see that one coming. You're alright, kid. I mean, I hate you completely. I want to kill you mercilessly, but you're alright. But wait, you haven't said anything to Huntress. Of course, man! I love you too! So let's move to the Red Forest immediately. It's too many, maybe in this economy, but who cares? Heart is overflowing with joy as you and Huntress embrace. Is this what you've been missing your whole life? A woman with shoulders the size of mountains who won't take off her bunny mask even during intimate times? Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. You stare into the sunset and picture your life together. Happiness is real. Oh. And the achievement is called the hunger. Huntress lifts her mask and you finally lay your eyes on her breathtaking natural beauty. You know, the cabin I grew up in doesn't have the amenities that my luxurious new beach house has. I'm used to living as a beast, bathing in the river, running wild through the bushes. While telling you this, Huntress has left her bathing suit behind and entered into the jungle. You haven't lived until you've been one with nature. I'm not saying that, no. Okay. Chase Huntress in the woods, leaving your own bathing suit behind. The end. Aww. That was cute. That was very cute. It's cuter than I thought it was going to be, honestly. Like, I thought it was going to be all laughs and murder, but it actually was sweet. Like, bringing in Mama Huntress. That was good. That was good. It was very cute. It was so cute. I really enjoyed this game. I'm glad it lived up to the long wait. Like, as someone who absolutely loves, like, Monster Prom, which is also another cheesy, silly dating game, like, this really lived up to my expectations. I might play another route. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, no, that was good. Yeah, no real regret for killing Claudette and Dwight. Not when they kept interrupting, my time with Anna. So, yeah. Yeah, that was good. Very happy. I'm also recording all this. I might chop it up. Post it on Saturdays or Sundays. They came back anyways. Yeah, they admitted earlier that they always came back, that they couldn't stay dead, so, like, why not hack them to pieces romantically with my future wife? It's just the thought, you know? But yeah, I was watching Otsa's live stream of this yesterday. Not this, of, like, the behavior announcement, and they, like, showed the clips for, like, more previews for this, and then they were like, it's out now, and so I immediately bought it. And if it hadn't been my mom's birthday yesterday, I would have played it yesterday. But minor priorities. So, but yeah, no, this is really good. They did really good on this. I hope they'll make, like, DLCs and stuff and introduce some of the other killers as, like, actual dateable characters. I think that'd be really fun. Could go for the nurse, even though she did have a husband. Legion, the female legions anyway, if they get the licensing privileges, would love Amanda Young, but most of all, the Plague, the Vami Mommy herself. That'd be so good to have in this game. We love Adiris. She's so good. I don't know how I feel about the artist. Kind of like, don't know about that one. Who else is recent? Yes, I'm only limiting it to female killers because duh. Trying to remember who else there is in that game other than, like, the artist and stuff. Like, there's Sadako, but definitely not. Sadako's a child, so, like, keep that far away. It's interesting looking at the credits as they go by. I don't remember. I don't remember the other killers. I don't think there's another female killer. I think I said them all. But the Trickster would be fun. I hope they make him a DLC.